So we're waiting for a rental car so that we can drive around the island, see the island, see all of what there is to see. Just drive around because it is unique to this location. So first of all, let me show you the room before I unpack everything. So that right there is the door. As soon as you walk in, I have two beds. These beds, let me show you. Look at this. So, not what you're expecting when it comes to a bed, but I'm probably going to be feeling that I slept on this bed after tonight. So, the two beds. We do need to find like a store so that we can get some more water, because this is not going to be enough water for sure. TV doesn't have any cable, so that's out of the discussion. This right here is the bathroom. So as soon as you come into the door, boom, into the bathroom. Shower is okay, nice shower. I like how they do like a little different with the marble and the wood. So the wood is take a different step. And towels like no, two sinks, closet, and there's a safe up there, and then a big mirror. So honestly, better than what I was expecting for. Now, if we're gonna get honest with it, like if you look, a lot of this stuff you can tell it's needing some TLC. As you can see, I'm not gonna be picky about it. Not even sure what is this stuff. Okay, and then like this is a napkin at the bottom of the basket. Not sure what kind of mat that is, but it gives, this kind of gives like cabin vibes. It kind of gives like like I was telling the other guy that I'm with, it kind of gives me like a Boy Scout summer camp cabin vibes, because the outside, so as soon as you walk into the door, boom, this is the room. And so I pulled back the curtain, and check out the view that's going to be here every single day. Like, little balcony we can sit at. And then, so what every room, every building looks like is, if you can see those little green buildings, that's exactly what every building here looks like. I need to pull everything out of the bags, because pretty much which I think they said they're not wearing their uniforms. Luckily I brought like 3 nice shirts, but just going to pull everything out so that I have everything easy to grab, easy to get to. And just wait. We're waiting for the rental car so that we can drive around the island. I'm going to take you guys to see that. Alright, so this video is going to be completely different than any video that I have posted or really have done before. Reason being, as you're seeing here and you will see throughout the video, majority of this is going to just be random clips. Some are going to be short, some are going to be long. Being on these deployments that I did with MEPS, I feel it was just an experience that I need to share. Also want to just give my perspective, also share perspectives of, culture differences. Also, didn't even know that Chuuk existed, to be honest. As you can see here, this is their grocery store, one of their grocery stores, one of many, and very similar. A lot of these islands have grocery stores that are like this, things that are like you may not see everywhere else. Very interesting how things are sold, how things are laid out. Some of the stuff is outdated. Just very interesting. This right here is our rental car. We'll get into that in just a little bit. This is another store that was individually owned. Most of the stores on the islands are individually owned, family owned, and that's like their main source of income. This right here had these skirts that are like handmade, or we were told they're handmade. Different fruits, breadfruits. Those bottles that are on the shelves are either fuel for the car or can be oil. Some of them sometimes may have some teas, but I think those are like the fuel bottles. This right here's one of the clips that has a lot of things that need to explain. So if you look to your left, that's the airport runway. If you can see these cars and the road conditions, which this actually is a nice part of the road. The way that we have to drive on these roads is very stressful at different parts. Also, this is 2023 that this video is created. Take a look at the cars. The cars are very, older model cars, I guess you could say. A lot of them are from Japan. A lot of them are donated. A lot of them are brought from Japan, and they also are right-handed or driving from the right side of the vehicle. So a lot of us are used to driving on the left side like we do in the States. Here you drive on the right hand side of the car. As you can see on the hood on the left corner of the screen, that is a mirror that you're supposed to use. As you can see too, this is another, it's still on your right hand side is the flight line for the airport, and the road, as you can see, has changed drastically. It's getting back to semi-decent, but depending on where you're at on the islands, the condition of the road is going to be a lot different. The further away from the government buildings, the airports, that kind of stuff, the roads are going to be tremendously worse. Some of the roads right now, the weather was good, so the road isn't flooded. Some of these roads, they do flood really bad. Some of these roads can become very dangerous, where it's holding water. You don't know how deep it is. You don't know if the rocks are very sharp to pop your tire. Some things that we were not expecting. Some things that every island, it gets a little bit worse. I think Palau, when we did visit Palau, I think that was like the best island. But Chuuk was definitely one of the worst islands when it came to the road conditions. The further away that we got from this area here, which there is one road that just drives all the way through, which is this one here. To your right is the actual college. Well, that's the entrance to the college, very small building. And on the left hand side, I think they were just leaving school, so the high school is down that road to the left. They do have the Ace Hardware, the Chuuk Ace Hardware. Pretty interesting, familiar brand, familiar company, because they do not have a Lowe's, a Home Depot. It's either you buy your goods from Ace Hardware or from the mom and pop shops. Even on one of the islands we were visiting, let me think, which one was that? Ponape? I think it was Ponape. The Ace Hardware is an actual grocery store. If you look to your left right here, that is the gas station. This right here is like the main city center, I guess you can consider it. A lot of the utilities that people would buy, a lot of the just typical goods and services that need to be performed. People come from the outer islands, the smaller islands. They ride these boats that can be considered taxis, very small, and that's how they get to and from their island to Chuuk, and that's how they're able to buy their groceries. That's how they're able to come to school. These boats right here, as you see, there's big cargo boat, but these smaller boats, they use them as more of like a taxi service. So on this next clip, this is the Blue Lagoon. This is where we stayed, the hotel we stayed. There's really only two or three hotels. This is what the hotel looks like on the outside. As the first clip, you guys saw what the inside looks like. The quality of living, quality of life, a lot different when it comes to what you would experience or what you think that you would experience when you're looking at hotels. But we did get lucky. Technically, this is still considered deployment, so we did get lucky having air conditioning, running water, just the things that we're kind of used to that aren't very ordinary, I guess you could say, when it comes to the islands. This is the outside of, so this first building to your left is the office. The building to your right is the banquet room. So they have a banquet room on the outside. This is the one on the inside. We were able to close it off, secure the space, and this is the one that we actually did the ASVAB testing. So we did the ASVAB testing for the island, for the kids, And even if they did not want to join the military, it was for them to figure out or kind of help assist whenever they are figuring out graduating high school, if they want to join the service or what job, what career field that at this moment they seem to have the most knowledge in that could best fit if they wanted to go to a college or if they want to just go into the real world and look for jobs or something that they may have more interest in.
Yeah.
So
What
these
is
next
that?
couple of clips are going to be the lighthouse,
That's a good question.
which used to be here in Chuuk. It used to be operational before the Japanese took over the island years and years ago. There's a lot of history when it comes to the U.S., Chuuk government, Japanese. Underground, there's a lot of bunkers up here, and a lot of the Chuuk and Japanese military back in the day, I guess you could say they used to know and used to be very active. So we saw that there was a lighthouse. I saw those lighthouse. I was interested in it because we had some downtime, and once we got lost driving to the lighthouse, we ran into a church, and some of the individuals from the church, they helped us out find the trail to the lighthouse, which it was actually their land, and so they gave us permission to take a look, to hike up to the lighthouse. These kids kind of came with us talking to them and getting the permission, and we actually, there's a fourth one. We actually had, it was either 4 or 5 kids that came with us. The kids were awesome. The kids helped us out. They were loads of fun. They actually knew a lot of the history when it came to the random gun mounts that are still practically, pieces of them are still there. The barrels are still there. There's also a clip coming up. You'll see the kids had no problem with the hike. They had no problem with hopping on to the very top of the lighthouse. They actually were very helpful when it came to figuring out where everything was. After we saw the lighthouse, they showed us down to the bunkers that are in the ground up here on the hill. They surprised us, and loads of bats came flying out of one of the bunkers. Not something that we personally were interested in seeing, but the kids found it hilarious. And yeah, it's also part of their culture when it comes to bats. They actually, it's a normal thing to like capture bats, to eat bats, like fruit bats, that kind of thing. So yeah, that was an experience, seeing hundreds of bats flying out of bunkers. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the clips, and like I said, probably 1 or 2 more of the videos are going to be similar, and then back to just normal, good, wholesome content. But yeah, it's just, I feel like I'm doing a disservice if I did not share my experience. I really don't think I'll ever visit these islands again, not personally, but you never know. Yeah,
Oh, it's a baby one.
just sharing my experiences.
You got scared.
And hope you get a different perspective of the Micronesian islands. So enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Work out.
What's up?
More, you can still go up some more.
Up and down. Everybody ready? Yeah. Everybody get 10. Up.
Hey!
Get up, get up, get up. Up. Another one. Down. Up. That's 3. That's 3. You get 5. 2 more. Halfway. Over now. Up. One more. One more. And down. And up. Good job.
Who made this? The Chuuk government made this, or Japanese made this?
Chuuk.
Chuuk made this?
No, Japanese. Chuuk. Japanese. Chuuk. Chuuk micro.
That's on.
Is there a lot of fish in there?
Yeah, plenty big fish and big turtle.
Turtle.
Did you see the metal thing?
No.
Yeah, there's a piece of, it looks like a gun. It could be a gun, something to cover.
So there's probably a pillbox down there, huh? If the bats are down there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's underneath there. All right, let's go again. Leave the bats alone. Let's go see the bazooka. Yeah, bazooka. Okay, just leave the bats alone. No playing with the bats.
Can I?
What's that? You want this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hit the red button. It's not started yet. So you got to hit the red button.
Why you run?
Oh, because we don't play with bats. No, we don't play with bats.
Neto, running.
That is a way to get in here. No bats?
No more.
I don't know about that.
Checking this bread. I got this bread yesterday. On the way home from the school. 'Cause a lot of these places have these like rolls. It's like $1 a pack, so I decided to get them. I actually got some peanut butter and some jelly, but the problem with that is it expired over a year ago, and it did not taste good at all. So decided to toss that out. But today, since the weather for the water, apparently the waves for the water, a lot of the students typically would go to school. They have to cross from the other islands. They ride a boat here, and because of that, the water was scheduled to be rough as it was yesterday. So they decided to cancel today's testing, or today's test for the students, and because of that, it pretty much gives us a day off. So we're here still, and I'm pulling up the my advancement exam information. Just going to sit out here for a couple hours and make my note cards, study a little bit, and I guess later today we're going to check out a new spot to grab some food. Yesterday we went to the Chuuk stop. We got a pizza. It was pretty good. When it first came to the table, I was a little worried because it had so much cheese on it, but it was actually good. So, all right, so it is 20 minutes till 8 o'clock. We are checking out. Today's the last day, here in Chuuk, and we head to Ponape, and then we're heading out to Causeray. So right now, this is what we're doing. As you can see right here, everything's already packed in the bags. Had to close it up. Bed was never touched. Pretty much stayed over there, which my feet were always ice cold because I was right over the AC unit, but you know, it's good to have the AC unit. Finished packing up everything, and then we're going to take the shuttle back to the airport, and then we take off about 10:25, so we still have about 2.5 hours before we will be leaving. But as far as Chuuk, that is going to be a wrap on the visit to Chuuk.
Thank you.
Bye, Chuuk.